let's talk the most recent episode of Married to Medicine. Well, tonight is the episode that we all have been waiting for. It's conference time, and there really was no comparison. But first, the episode started with Toya and Eugene going to their accountant to discuss their finances because they do owe the Internal Revenue Service a large sum of money. And I really hope that it's just for the camera that Toya is acting like she just can't cut, because to me, a family of four, which I am a family of four, does not need to spend $1,000 on groceries. I mean, we're talking groceries. We're not talking including eating out or anything like that, but just groceries, $1,000. Like, come on, there is no way that you should be spending that. They should easily be able to get by with $500, $600 if you want to be generous. But $1,000, that's just ridiculous. I mean, to me, it's like, do you want to pay the IRS or do you not? And as somebody that works in state government, the Internal Revenue Service is cold-blooded. They are not the ones to fool with. They will go into your federally insured account and take their money. So, they're not the ones to play with. Pay them people their money and stop playing. Pay them sooner rather than later. And if it's going to hurt, it's going to hurt. But y'all can scale it down way more than what you're doing. Stop trying to put on airs and handle your business. But on to the conferences. I thought that Heavenly's conference looked fun. It wasn't so serious. Like, Lisa's conference was more like preachy and seemed like sermony, whereas Heavenly's was like fun and funny and interactive, and everybody was laughing and joking and just having a good time. And actually, I don't think that those two events could have been merged together and been made into one. I just think that what Heavenly wanted to do and what Lisa wanted to do were two completely different things, and I just don't think that it was a good fit. Actually, they needed to be separate. And if I had to choose the event that I would go to, most definitely I would go to Heavenly's event. But of course, messy Mariah, she always got to be messy. Why at the event would you bring up Heavenly's name? You know, everybody else is speaking generally, saying, you know, I face challenges and devils. Nobody called on names. And for her to be like, you know, Heavenly ain't want to do this event with you. Like, come on, we in the public. There are people here. We don't need to bring our outside business. So, messy. But then she throwing her little shade against her so-called friend, talking about when the men broke out, Aiden don't need to learn nothing from Darren and his extracurricular activities. But that's supposed to be your homegirl, right? You talking about how she don't like to drink, and when you around her, you fall asleep because she's so boring. But that's your girl, right? Phonasia. After that, I thought it was really nice that Dr. Jackie took the effort from some of the information that she learned at the conference on trying to get her marriage back on track. Because really, relationships, it's all about putting in the work. So if you want it to last, you got to be willing to put in the work. And a lot of people are so focused on trying to point the finger at other people that they don't want to put in the work. And, you know, it was really nice for her to take the initiative to try to do something nice for Curtis. I don't know if it was nice for her to put that dress on that was 16 years old, because my question is, why do you still have that dress? 16 years, you should have been gave that to the Goodwill. I don't care if you could still fit it or not. And Jackie know good and well she was not fooling Curtis. He know she probably don't even know how to turn on the oven, let alone make a multiple course meal. But it was cute. I don't know if it ended at dinner or if it just began and ended somewhere else, but the best to Dr. Jackie and Curtis. Hope it works out. On to the fireworks, the barbecue. I do think that it was good as far as Toya and Eugene trying to scale down their parties compared to, you know, what they normally do. However, if you are in financial trouble, you don't need to be trying to feed people talking about housewarming. Girl, when you move every 2 years, you ain't got to have a housewarming every time you move house. You move house too much. And then they up there talking about what they ain't got and what they need. I mean, that's what I'm saying. People put priority on the wrong things. You talking about steam shower and 3-car garage, but you probably came up in the projects. You ain't had no garage. I mean, come on. That's not important. What's important is getting your finances together and building wealth, because that's obviously what you don't have, because you didn't have nowhere to go when you owed that money. You just in debt. Talking about it's going to take us 3 years to pay it back. What? But you paying $8,000 a month in rent? For real. That's just ridiculous. But I was so glad that Simone said, Lisa, we are not friends. We are only together basically when we film in this show. She said in a group setting, but she wanted to say when we are filming this show and being paid. We have no relationship. You don't call me. You don't do nothing. Because when she said, I was missing my girlfriends. First of all, don't you have friends? Where your real friends at? Where your friends that you had before you started filming this show? Because Mariah's not your friend. Heavenly's not your, these are not your friends. You should have friends. And I didn't see none of those people there. So why is it all on us to be your support system? You should have people, since you have so many relationships and you do so many conferences and whatnot, you should have had people that you should call on. Mariah talking about Heavenly trying to get her contacts. Obviously, she didn't have no contacts. She didn't have nobody to fill up them seats. If her other conferences was so good, if you do conferences for a living and your conferences are the bomb, anytime you send out something to the people who have been to your prior conferences, they would be like, oh, I want to, she having a conference? I'm going, because that last one was the bomb. But obviously, nobody was fooling with you. Because how you going to tell somebody about a relationship when you don't have yours on track? You're still working through it. Wasn't it shady when her husband took the men to a separate group talking about, I'm 44 and my wife's talking about we having a baby and she ain't even asked me? Please tell that woman you have no desire to have no baby so she can let that dream go. Because then her man, she thinking, oh, I'm going to have this baby. Tell her you do not want that baby, because if y'all have that baby, that's going to be the end of the relationship, because you're going to resent her and it's going to be a wrap because you don't want it. Just tell her, I don't want to have a baby. Be a man. Ugh. But like Heavenly said, if we was not partners when we was going in this event and we was not doing this together, and I'm supposed to just be showing up because I'm supporting you, blah, 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 then why you asking me for money? Because anybody else that you was asking to speak at your event, you wasn't asking them for no coin, so why would I pay you 50%? And the way when they showed that flashback, the way she said the name, and she was like, no, I was thinking, oh yeah, that's a good idea. Trick, you already had that name. You already knew that's what you was going to call it. You probably had the flyers made and everything. You and Darren probably already had your little photo shoot. You probably weren't even going to use Heavenly picture. Shady boots. You was trying to use my money, but you didn't want to give me no credit. And like Heavenly said, if it would have been a success, you would have went on without me and been trying to take this and go other places and do it, and I wouldn't have nothing to do with it. That's shady. She called it like she seen it, and she's shady, and I can't wait till next week so they can finish reading her the rest of the way. But that's Married to Medicine. Talk to you later. Bye.